Hello guys, my name is Costa and welcome back to another video in this Python MySQL revision quiz video series. And in this video we're actually going to be beginning exploring the student's role in this quiz. And first of all we need to actually work out logging in as a student. How does that differ to teacher? Now in our SQL database we have two tables over here, the question and the staff table, and we essentially just need to create a table similar to the staff but for students. And you can do this by simply right clicking on tables, click on create table, and we're going to create here students. Now I've got too many tabs over here opened up. Hold on, just close off these tabs. Too many tabs. Turning this many tabs. Columns. So we've got two columns in the staff. We can just copy that potentially. Yeah. Okay, copy and paste that. No, it probably won't work. Anyway, so yeah, so we've got two over here. So we've got over here username, varchar, and we just do the same thing over here. We just say, username. Well, let's use one of these. Varchar, and was it 45? And it has to be unique, obviously. And then, I think that's the only difference, yeah. And then next is password. This one's been limited to 32 characters. And, hold on, let me just delete that. And this would be, the only difference between this one is that this one needs to take is in the Latin general CS. And we can apply these changes. And we're done. So, we apply those changes. So, now what we need to do is, now I should do login. Now, the different ways we could do this, the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to say, go over here, authenticate login. I think what I might introduce is a role over here. So I might say, you can call it a role, I guess, when you authenticate login, you return something. If I do equals true, well, if this is true, can I? This authenticates the login, which comes down over here. If if this is false, else we're going to do this. We're going to do as a student instead. Hold on, let's just do this quickly. Else we're going to return as a student. Hold on. But what I think we're actually going to do return of here. We're going to return staff. Put in here. Return like that. Staff. If this is for, oh, did I call it student or students? Shit, I called it student. Students. Let's choose that. Keep it. It's good to keep it singular. Don't mix up plural and singular in your table names. Select staff from student. By using it, yeah, that's fine. And if this is then this result. So if then this length of this result is greater than 0, then we return student. Else we return false. And for this, what we should do is if children is equal to, should probably actually store it, yeah. Store over here, user role is equal to authenticate login. Then the authenticate login, and if user role is then equal to staff or user role is equal to student do this. So basically, okay, check if it's staff. If the result is greater than 0, that means it is staff, return that. Else, check if it's a student. If the result is greater than 0, then return student. Else, if that also didn't work, return false. And not a speech marks, just return false. Or I don't have a student thing. I need to implement a student. I'm just going to call it over here. Let's just call this student 01. Let's call this over here admin. So student 01. Just call this admin. And boom, it went over to the menu. Now it does allow for question editor. That's something we have to update immediately. And what we have to say over here is we have to. This is where an if statement could come into play. Potentially, yes, we could just have to get rid of that then. If user role is equal to student, then we say over here me dot remove. Does this take an index? It takes a value. Can I just then place over here the value? No. Oh, good. It didn't. Yep, it's gone. Good. That's good, good, good. Well, I say that's good. Technically, it's not exactly good. Because what happens is, when I do a student 01, I do admin, I then press free, it's supposed to quit, but it doesn't. Because free has been assigned to the question manager, which we don't have anymore since we're a student. Now, there are things we can do. We could actually leave the question editor there, but then tell, oh yeah, you don't have authorization to edit questions or something, you know, allow you to actually view the thing, but not allow you to actually get into it. But I feel like it would be better if it didn't display it at all. To me, that would be best. So there is actually something we can do, actually. And what we can actually do is we could get the main menu choice and then say if menu options, and put over here the menu choice. What I should actually do is I should do the menu choice minus equals 1. If main menu choice is equal, actually, I'm thinking about that. Probably it's not best because then I'll just have to copy of it. Oh yeah, if it's equal to the play quiz, do the play quiz. If it's equal to the view leaderboard, do the view leaderboard. I don't want to do that actually. Because I don't want to come and say, oh yeah, if it's equal to here, do the play quiz, then do the play quiz. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So I think it's just best put it back how it was. But we're going to we could just make the quit a 9. That could solve our issue, yes. But I think what I'm just going to do is we're just going to not allow access potentially. Or we could just do different if statements. That could also be true, but then it's just, you're still copying and pasting code, which is not what I wanted to do. I did not want to do that. Not that. Or, that's from a different programming language. Not or, and. I'm going to restrict this just to staff. It's probably what's the best decision. Right, incorrect. Okay. 3. But it just takes you back. Okay, we'll just settle for that. However, there is some exception handling or some data validation like to do. For example, if you just type in nonsense, it just quits. I don't think it should do that. I think it should retry again. So the way to do that could just be simply create another while loop. Just go here, create while true. Just say, you know, and we'll just say, okay, if user break. Oh yeah, that should also be part of it then. But this all had to get moved. Hold on. Let me move all of this actually. All this get moved onto here. So here, if then break. There does another welcome. Excellent. Oh, it might not actually be excellent because we might actually want to say that's incorrect. Actually, I might wish to say that's incorrect. Because currently it's just. Because if you just do that, it's just gonna boom, clear it off. I won't tell you what's the issue. So you may wish to actually print out an issue if you have one. So if we return and if it's else, what we're going to do is we're going to say, don't just return false. Could either do it over here, just do it in the if statement. But actually, maybe I should change the while loop. So that'll be while true. You could say that this will get changed, won't it? This will get changed in execution, actually. So yeah, we might just call it user role equals false. What we can just simply say over here is while user role is equal to false. Cool, that worked. Okay. However, we probably still want a message, so what you might do is we're going to come over here and say, yeah, we'll do it over here. So current error, the username and or password seems to be incorrect. Consult your system administrator. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to import a new module called time. Where is this? Oh, you're just going to put here is time.sleep. Let's just sleep for a bit. We'll do. Oh, don't need a semicolon. Different programming language. Right. There. And then this should. How long is this taking? Come on. Maybe I should reduce the time on that. Yeah, I should really reduce the time then on that. Is this seconds? Or is this milliseconds? Am I thinking of a different programming language? That's why I'm thinking of a different programming language. Now the programming language is it's milliseconds, not seconds. 2.5, so that should be good enough time. Yeah. But please consult your system administrator. Okay. Good. So if we do, come on. Also, you might want to put checks on your password. Your password can only be as 32, maximum to 32 characters. So you might want to put on checks for that as well. Your username. We can put on that, but it's not exactly necessary. But it does save time instead of having to go onto the thingy, onto the database. It saves time instead of going to the database, to be honest. So I'm going to put here a return of true, and you'll see why. I'll do that in a sec. You'll see why. But this, if we change the database, this also will need to be changed. That is important to note. But it does save time instead of having to go onto the database. I think I'm actually going to switch this up, I don't think. It's too long. 16. Come to 16. Do that, please. Delete. And shouldn't be longer than probably 16 as well, but I'm going to do 32 for the varchar, for the username, I mean. Okay, so if username, if the length of the username is greater than 0, not greater than 0, sorry, if it's greater than or equal to 32, and the length password, not greater than, sorry, less than or equal, or less than or equal to 16, then return this data. Actually, we'll always return it actually, else, oh, we don't actually need to always return it, do we? Just if this. Oh, actually no, because we need to return if it's false as well. Else we're going to do something similar to this. We're going to say over here, error, the username can only be 32 characters long, and the password can only be 16 characters long. So now, if you have this huge password, it doesn't even ask the database, because there's no point in asking the database. There's no point. You're just wasting time by asking the database, and just wasting resources. That's why if you try and input a credit card, you'll see that it won't even check the credit card. It'll know automatically that's invalid. If you try and put a fake credit card details, that's because it does the validation before it goes to the database. Otherwise, it's just wasting time and resources. So it does so it checks itself. There's a algorithm for checking if this is actually a valid credit card, like if this is a valid postcode. If it doesn't follow the rules of how postcode is meant to be, similar. There are rules of how a credit card number is supposed to be. If they're not, if those rules are not being abided by, for example these ones of character length, then there's no point asking the database. So that's done. Now we should probably start on is actually creating up the quiz. Although looking at the time, that'll have to be for a future video. So thank you guys for watching. I know this wasn't the most exciting video, but drop a like if you did enjoy this video, and if you can't wait to actually begin doing some quiz programming of the quiz, then subscribe so you get that video on your sub box and you get a notification. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys very soon. Goodbye.